What's up, guys? Welcome back. The holiday season is rolling in, and I understand that sometimes cooking an entire turkey is a bit of a burden. So today I have just the thing. I'm going to show you how to make these delicious, tender, flavorful fried turkey wings. Meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen.
Get some of that sauce.
Good up.
Yeah.
Good up. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, first things first, we need to get our turkey wings prepped. These are enormous turkey wings, as you can see. We're gonna go ahead and remove the wing tip. Totally optional. If you wanna leave it on there, you can. However, I'm gonna use this for a stock video down the road. So what you wanna do is kind of find the joint and then use your knife to just cut through it the best you can. And then find where the wing tip meets the flat. Which is right there. And then we'll go ahead and freeze these or set them aside until you're ready to make your stock. All right, so I know there's heavy debate about whether or not you should wash your poultry, but one thing that there is no debate about is that the dentist is very expensive. So anytime that you do any butchering like we just did that involves any bone fragments or cartilage, I like to at least give it a little rinse under some cold water. Just get in there with your hands, agitate the wings a little bit, and just run some cold water over it a few times just to make sure you get any bone fragments, cartilage, basically anything that could damage your teeth out of there and dispose of it. All right, guys, one of the common pitfalls and mistakes when it comes to turkey in general, especially the wings, is making it tender. What I like to do is introduce a buttermilk brine, which the buttermilk has a pretty high acid content. The acid in the brine is going to help break down the muscle fibers in the turkey, which is going to tenderize it. So you want to do this for at least 4 hours, preferably overnight if you have the time. We're going in with the buttermilk. We're going to also add in some garlic. A nice hefty, 2 to 3 tablespoons of garlic. A lot of people inject the turkey wings too. I inject my turkey when I'm gonna deep fry it, but the wings, they already have plenty of flavor. But the wings already have plenty of fat, and the injection, in my opinion, does a lot to introduce more moisture, particularly in the turkey breast. And I don't think that's super necessary when it comes to the wings. You're free to inject them if you want to. A lot of the store-bought injectables kind of suck, to be honest, in terms of flavor. So I don't think it's the best way to go. So we're gonna brine it because you get flavor all the way through to the bone. So in with a little hot sauce, a little lemon bay, a little bit of AP seasoning, and we're also gonna add a little honey for a hint of sweetness, balance everything out. You got the acid, you got the spice, you got the sweetness, you got all the seasoning from the AP and lemon bay, which is basically gonna give you some citrus. It's gonna give you some salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, things of that nature. 2 tablespoons of honey, and then we give that a good mix. We're also going to season the wings when they come out of the buttermilk brine as well prior to frying them, but this is going to get us, some penetration down to the bone, get flavor all the way into those wings. All right, get yourself something that you want to marinate the wings in, and then just pour that marinade over until they're most of the way submerged. Probably add a little bit more buttermilk to the top. And we're going to add in some of these fresh herbs, a little thyme, a little bay leaf. Just give that a good mix and let it go overnight. If you have the time. Today we're only going to do probably 2 or 3 hours, but if I were making this for Thanksgiving, definitely 24 hours. All right, guys, so after the brine, we're going to go ahead and drain off the buttermilk. Now I want to go ahead and try to dry these a little bit. We want the skin to be nice and crispy. So one of the ways to do that is to make sure that it's relatively dry. If you have even more time on your hands, I know you're thinking like, this guy just told me to brine this for 24 hours, but we're making a Thanksgiving recipe, so you got to pull out all the stops. If you have extra time on your hands, you can throw them on a wire rack and put them in the refrigerator overnight and let them air chill, which is going to dry out the skin and result in a super crispy piece of turkey wing. We're not doing all that today, but that's a little pro tip for you. We are going to dry them, though, with some paper towels, best we can. And then we're going to season them up. The brine has done its job internally. Now we got to get some seasoning on the outside. Then we're gonna fry it at 300 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. Remove it, increase the heat to 365, 370, and then flash fry it for 3 to 5 minutes until it's golden brown and beautiful and extra crispy. All right, people, for the seasoning, we're keeping it relatively simple. A little all-purpose seasoning and lemon bay. Feel free to use whatever your favorite all-purpose seasoning is at the house. You can hit this with some Tony's Creole seasoning if you want to, Cajun seasoning, Old Bay, poultry seasoning. Whatever you got in the pantry that you like on turkey wings is fair game today. But we're gonna give this a nice outside coating of lemon bay. Give it a little citrus. And then cover all your bases with the all-purpose. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and drop the turkey wings on into the oil. The oil is about 300 degrees right now. We're basically kind of almost, it's like a confit basically. You're going to low temperature fry to cook the internal, cook the internal temperature slowly. Let it rise slowly. That's going to help the turkey wings get nice and tender as well. Then after, about 10, 12, maybe 15 minutes, depending on the size of your turkey wings, we're going to remove them, crank the heat up to 350 to 375, and then fry them again to get them crispy. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and drop them. The temperature's up to about 360. So we're going to go ahead and give them the fry that's going to get them nice and crispy. Be careful when you're putting them in. You don't want to get any oil splatter. This is going to be quick. 3, maybe 4, 5 minutes max. We're also going to make a lemon bay sauce or a lemon pepper sauce, a little butter, a little lemon zest, and then coat the wings in that. You can use gravy if you're making them traditional style for Thanksgiving, but feel free to sauce them up however you please. I've seen some barbecue ones that look good. I know a guy that's got a new barbecue sauce on the market, MrMakeItHappen.shop. All right, guys, for the sauce, keeping it super simple. 1 stick of melted butter, lemon zest to brighten everything up a little bit, cut through some of the fattiness from the fried food and the butter. We're also going to put a little lemon juice in there. Again, same thing. And then a little bit of the lemon bay seasoning. Give that a good mix, and that's what we're going to toss the turkey wings in. Simple and delicious. A little pop of citrus, some good savoriness from the seasoning, and obviously butter makes everything better. Now it's time to sauce them up. You can hear how crispy they are. Jesus. All right, early money shot. All right, guys, the wings are done. The sauce is done. We're going to go ahead and toss them and plate them. This is the part where I say, brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. The only thing left to do is dig in for the taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, people. We have some enormous, juicy. I can just see. You guys can see this, hopefully. They're crispy. They're juicy. I kind of want to break it apart for a less embarrassing taste test. That also will kind of demonstrate how tender they are. The bone falls right apart like so. I guess that's the way you eat a flat anyway, right? That's a good bite right there, though. That might be my bite. Here goes nothing. Changed my mind. That little bite ain't gonna do it. Get some of that skin. We're gonna season the wings when it come out. Jesus Christ. We're also gonna season the wings when they come out.